Sean, thank you. In a city where residents are forever young, you may have noticed the number of medical spas is rapidly growing. In fact, it's one of the fastest growing industries in the country. With all the growth, who is looking out for the safety of consumers and the businesses? Joining us now to discuss, the founder and director of the American Medical Spa Association, Alex Thiersch. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
This is a fun conversation.
You're telling me.
Okay.
Nothing about talking about Botox in the morning. It's the best.
Well, why not? Anytime's a good time. But the medical spa industry, I mean, we've seen it just explode in the last 20 years.
Absolutely.
Why is that?
Well, there's a couple reasons, three really that I point to. One is technology. The technology is increasing every day. We're seeing new things come out. So you've got things like cool sculpting, Botox, Dysport, things that evaporate wrinkles, lose fat without having to go to the gym, which everybody wants to do. In addition, the population is aging. Baby boomers and Gen Xers are getting into, I'm in my 40s and my age group is getting older. The millennials are starting to get older, get into their mid-upper 20s and 30s, and they have embraced med spas like no other generation. And I think the biggest thing I could maybe point to is social media. People are used to seeing what goes on in med spas. They're no longer afraid. They share, everything is shared, so you can see the results before and afters. So there's not really that mystique as there was anymore, but it's absolutely a very, very quickly growing industry.
It is. It's an interesting point you made about millennials too, because they were born into the existence of things like Botox, and this is just normal for them. All this growth, all this focus on the industries led you to start an organization called AmSpa. Tell me about it.
So AmSpa, I'm a lawyer by trade, and AmSpa is an organization that provides business and compliance resources for medical spas. So one of the things that we've seen as the industry has grown, and it's grown very quickly, 20-30% growth year over year for the last 5 to 7 years. What we've seen is that a lot of people are coming into the industry who don't necessarily know how to do it correctly or legally. Typically, this was the purview of plastic surgeons and dermatologists, but we're seeing a ton of other doctors, OBGYNs, family practice doctors are coming into the industry, and oftentimes they don't know how to do it correctly or legally. So we provide resources. We teach them how to open and run a business. We teach them what the rules are. We teach them what the laws are, and we make sure that they're compliant. So they're safe, the public is safe, and everything can operate in a safe fashion.
Great. And speaking of safety, I mean, from the consumer point of view, safety is one of the main concerns when you're visiting the spa. How do you know if where you're going to is safe?
It's very, very difficult, but it's also very important for consumers to understand that there are safe and compliant med spas and there are med spas that aren't. The main thing to realize is that when you go into a medical spa to get, whether it's an injectable or a laser treatment, you are receiving a medical treatment. And medical treatments are governed by medical regulations. And the main kind of red flag is that you need to make sure you are seen by either a doctor or a nurse practitioner, or in some states, a physician assistant, a PA, one of those three practitioners first before you're treated. So if you go into a med spa and you're given a laser treatment or you're given an injectable and you're not seen by a doctor first, that's a red flag. Because you want to make sure that a doctor is the only practitioner who can set a treatment protocol, a treatment plan, can diagnose. So that's the most important thing to realize. Also, you want to avoid, I like to tell people, you want to avoid places that are discounting heavily, that are trying to bring a lot of people in and are trying to sell you on things. These are, anyone who's had any type of aesthetic treatment before, there's a technique and an art to it. And you have to make sure that it's done safely and effectively. And usually the places that have been in business a while have done that.
Yes, slow and steady.
Absolutely.
Yes, go to someone you can trust.
Absolutely.
Good. I'm glad you set down those parameters. That makes a lot of sense. Also, you are a great resource for any people wanting to kind of go through the how-to approach a med spa on your website.
That's kind of our bread and butter. Is this industry has grown so quickly. What we realized very, very soon on was that there wasn't a place where industry professionals could go to get resources. Right.
Now, speaking of going to get resources, today there starts a very exciting event here in Las Vegas. Tell us what's going on this weekend.
We're so excited. We are launching today our first annual medical spa show. which is a group. We've got over 200 medical spas and close to 500 professionals from across the country, all coming in to learn about the latest techniques, to learn about the newest technology, learn about the latest laws. It's at the Aria Hotel. It's the first of what we hope is an annual show that everybody can come and network and be together and really share their experiences. So we're super excited about it.
Awesome. And we know you have a lot of experience. We're looking at the pictures of you teaching a boot camp previously.
Yes.
So you are really knowledgeable in this industry.
So we are kind of one of the main things that we offer is professionals who have an open med spa or want to open a med spa. We put on 2-day intensive boot camps, which are really business. Think of it getting an MBA in medical spa. So how to open, business planning, the legal and compliance, all that stuff we lay it out for them to make sure that people are operating safely and effectively.
Alex, thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Everything you've ever wanted to know about visiting or owning a med spa, actually.
That's right. Come to AmSpa. We got the answers for you.
Learn more about AmSpa by visiting the website or calling the number. They're both right there on your screen. They're also on Facebook and Twitter. The American Medical Spa Association is a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend. And